We need to constantly remember. There would be one thought that I would like to leave with you. One thought is that our limitations don't make us less. Our imperfections don't make us less. Just because we've done mistakes doesn't mean we're less. Just because we have some limitations in us doesn't make us less. We are all as capable and as powerful as anybody else in this world. We are. And we are worthy of having it all for our life and then sharing it with others. There's a story. The Catholic, and he was studying spirituality. And he goes to his teacher, he says, Master, you're great, you're fine and all this. But I've read that if you're really a good student, you get to merit not only to have a teacher, which we all love to have some kind of mentor. Sometime in our life we've had a mentor. Some form of mentor in our life. But if you really do the work properly, sometimes you merit to have, somebody very much higher come and reveal themselves. There's people, I know a whole group who's going to Montenegro, to Serbia, Herzegovina, to Bosnia this week. Because at a certain place in Bosnia, the Virgin Mary comes and reveals herself every so often. And people go there. There's different places in the world, different saints get revealed. And people go there to connect. And sometimes, for people's lives, they can also have a saint or a prophet or someone reveal themselves. So the student tells his teacher, he says, Master, what can I do to merit some form of revelation of a higher kind of power? Maybe a prophet. Maybe Isaiah comes down and reveals himself. Maybe some saint that lived 50, 100, 500 years ago comes and reveals himself to me. And maybe tells me something very special. He says, my student, go to this town, a few 200, 300 miles away. Go to them. They'll invite you in for dinner. Have dinner with them. And the prophet will reveal himself. Okay. He travels to that town. He gets to the town. He finds the family. He knocks on the door. And he sees, holes in the ceiling, all kinds of. He says, the prophet's going to come and see me in this house. So he takes out some money and he says, go and fix their roof, piece for their roofing. He says, here, take money it was freezing the house, get some wood for the fire. They had no food for dinner, and he says, let's get a feast together. The prophet's going to reveal himself. We better have good food at least. Food, wine. The kids didn't have, he gives them money to buy clothes for the kids. Like, he really takes care of them. He's so happy. He's very excited because tonight, not just a regular flesh and blood teacher, but a prophet. He didn't know which one, but he's hoping for like the top, the A-list prophets. He's hoping for some really, really special someone. So he's going all out. The night comes, dinner is served, there's a feast. Dessert. The guy's waiting. He's waiting for the prophet. Nothing. Dinner's over, he's all depressed. Goes to sleep, wakes up in the morning, goes back to his village, all upset with the teacher. He can't believe that his teacher wasted his time. His time, his money. This is terrible. He goes back to the teacher, he says, Master, I did all this and nothing. He says, you know what? Go back in 2 weeks. On a specific date, go back there and I promise you This time, the prophet will reveal himself. I promise you. Last time I didn't promise, now I promise. Okay. He waits the 2 weeks. He goes back to the town. He goes back to the town. He's about to knock on the door. And he suddenly hears a conversation between the father and the son. The son asks his father, he says, Dad, it's my birthday tonight. And I know that I can't bring friends over because we don't have that much money. But maybe at least our family, a few kids in the house, and you and Mom, maybe we could just have a cake. Have a cake to celebrate my birthday. Something. It's my birthday and there's nothing. Can't even have a cake. And his father tells his son, he says, do you remember what happened when it was Mom's birthday? He says, no. He says, we had nothing. Nothing. And then God sent the prophet from heaven. And he fixed our roof. And he gave us a feast. He says, God sent us that prophet. Maybe tonight he'll send him again. And he understood. He understood. That you don't always have to wait for someone from heaven to be that prophet. Sometimes we are that prophet. Sometimes we have that merit to be that for somebody else. That revelation for somebody else. The God's messenger for somebody else. Don't need to wait for to go on some trip to go and find God. That actually resides inside each and every one of us. And as long as we understand that and appreciate that God says, don't go looking for me. He's right inside. And we can. And not our imperfections make us less. Not our limitations make us less. But each and every one of us is capable and powerful enough to achieve everything that we came here to achieve. Everything that we came here to do. And the life that we came here to have. Because none of us have had the life yet. We will, but yet we haven't. The complete, full fulfillment from the Creator, from God. We're all capable of more. We all will have more. Just never think of us as less. Because each and every one of us has a part of the divine inside. We are powerful, we are capable, and we will manifest everything that we came here to do. It's been great spending this evening with you. Thank you very much for being here.